Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about something incredibly intimate and deeply personal, the connection we share with our partners. It's a topic that is often explored from many angles, but today I'm going to dive into the subtle yet powerful actions that men display during lovemaking when their love is truly genuine. These actions speak louder than words. They go beyond the surface and show the true depth of affection, care, and respect. So, let's explore 5 things that men only do when their love for you is real. At the core of true love lies a deep emotional connection. When a man genuinely loves you, the focus shifts from just physical pleasure to sharing a moment that brings you closer together. It's not just about the act itself, but about the bond you create during that time. Genuine love means that his actions reflect care for your emotional well-being, wanting to feel you, hear you, and connect with you on a level beyond the physical. During moments of intimacy, a man who loves you deeply pays attention to your body, your reactions, your words. He listens not just with his ears, but with his heart. He notices your shifts in comfort, the way your body responds, and is always attentive to what you need, both physically and emotionally. He isn't just focused on his own desires. He wants you to feel seen, heard, and cared for. This attentiveness is what differentiates genuine love from anything else. True intimacy requires safety, not only physically but emotionally. A man who genuinely loves you is conscious of creating an environment where you feel at ease. He does everything in his power to ensure that you can drop your guard, knowing there's no rush, no judgment, no expectations. He creates an atmosphere where you are free to be yourself, express your desires, and explore the connection without fear. Love in its most genuine form ensures that intimacy is a shared experience, one where trust and security are at the forefront. Men who are deeply in love understand that great things take time. The most beautiful and intimate moments in life don't need to be rushed. They understand that slowing things down doesn't only mean taking more time physically. It's about cherishing the space in between, savoring the connection. It's about taking that extra moment to kiss you tenderly, to whisper a loving word, to just look at you and appreciate the person you are. Love isn't a race, it's a journey. And those who are truly in love take their time. One of the most powerful signs of genuine love is a man's ability to be vulnerable with you. He's not afraid to show his emotions, to expose his deepest feelings, and to let you in on a level that is pure and unguarded. In those moments of intimacy, his vulnerability reveals a deep trust and affection for you. He isn't hiding behind pride or pretense. He is simply letting you see his heart. In closing, the way a man behaves during intimate moments says more about his feelings than anything else. When his love is real, he shows it through actions, prioritizing connection, showing patience, and offering vulnerability. These 5 signs are not just about how he makes you feel in the moment. They're a reflection of the deep, genuine love that exists between you. So the next time you find yourself in those moments of closeness, remember, love isn't just about what's happening in the bedroom. It's about the love that transcends, creating a connection that lasts long after the moment is over. When a man truly loves, the focus during intimate moments shifts from the mere pursuit of physical pleasure to a deeper, more profound emotional connection. It's as if the physical act becomes secondary to the bond that's being built in the quiet spaces between each touch, each glance, each heartbeat. It's not about checking off a box or satisfying an urge. It's about crafting a moment that brings both souls closer together, beyond just the body. True intimacy involves connecting on an emotional level, not just fulfilling desires. And that is where the real magic happens. A man in love understands that genuine intimacy is a reflection of how deeply he cares for his partner. His attentiveness to your emotions and well-being takes precedence over anything else. The focus isn't on rushing through the moment to achieve a physical climax, but on creating a meaningful experience that deepens the bond. In those moments, he's not simply acting out of instinct or following a routine. He's aware of you, of the way your body reacts, of how your emotions evolve throughout the experience. He doesn't just want to feel close to you physically, but emotionally too. His every touch, his every word is a subtle invitation to be closer, to open up, to share something that goes beyond just what's visible. It's in the way he pauses to look into your eyes, the gentle way he holds you, the tender kisses that seem to say so much more than any words could convey. He wants to make sure you feel seen, heard, and cherished in ways that go far beyond physical affection. The act itself becomes a language of love, one that speaks of trust, vulnerability, and a desire for mutual understanding. He's not seeking validation for himself. He's offering you the kind of love that prioritizes your emotions, desires, and comfort above all else. It's as if every touch is carefully considered, every movement intentional, driven by a deep understanding that intimacy isn't just about the physical, it's about weaving a thread of connection that lingers long after the moment ends. So when a man loves genuinely, he doesn't rush to the finish line. Instead, he savors every second, allowing the experience to unfold naturally. He's more concerned with sharing something meaningful with you than with his own satisfaction. And in doing so, he creates an environment where both of you can be fully present, emotionally and physically. The act of love becomes an exchange of energy, a shared experience that deepens the trust, affection, and connection between the two of you. When a man is deeply in love, his attention to his partner's needs becomes a reflection of how much he cares. It's no longer just about his own satisfaction or desires. It's about a deep, conscious awareness of how his partner feels and what she needs to feel safe, cherished, and connected. True love manifests in those small moments of attentiveness, the quiet gestures that may seem insignificant to others but carry immense meaning. He notices the subtle shifts in her body language, the tiny changes in her mood, and responds with sensitivity and care, ensuring she feels comfortable and valued every step of the way. A man who genuinely loves doesn't simply go through the motions. He actively engages with his partner's emotional and physical state, seeking to understand her, often without her needing to say a word. It's in the way he reads her expressions, listens to the rhythm of her breath, and follows the cues of her body. Every touch becomes purposeful, an unspoken conversation that says, "I see you, I hear you, I'm here for you." In these moments, he's not rushing toward an end goal or following a script. He's tuned into her on a deeper level, fully present in the experience, not just with his body, but with his heart and mind. He's also incredibly attuned to the unspoken cues she gives, whether it's a soft sigh, a shift in her position, or a subtle gesture of discomfort. He picks up on the signs and responds accordingly. This attentiveness is not a result of obligation, but a natural instinct driven by affection. He wants to make sure that she feels good, not only in the physical sense, but emotionally as well. If something doesn't feel right, if she seems hesitant or unsure, he will immediately adjust. His priority is her happiness, and he will take the necessary steps to ensure that her needs are being met, both in the moment and beyond. This level of attentiveness also creates a sense of safety and trust in the relationship. Knowing that a man is genuinely tuned into her needs fosters an environment where his partner can truly relax and be herself. There's no fear of judgment, no anxiety about her desires being ignored or overlooked. Instead, the experience becomes one of mutual respect and understanding, where both partners can share their vulnerabilities freely and comfortably. His actions speak volumes about his love, creating an intimate space where both feel valued, seen, and respected. When love is genuine, creating a safe, relaxed environment becomes one of the most powerful ways a man expresses his care. It's not just about the physical aspects of intimacy. It's about establishing an atmosphere where both partners feel free to be their authentic selves. In these moments, there's a quiet understanding that both individuals are emotionally vulnerable and open. A man who loves deeply will consciously work to remove any sense of pressure or discomfort, knowing that genuine intimacy can only thrive in an environment of trust and ease. This environment isn't just about the absence of external distractions. It's about fostering a sense of emotional security. A man who truly loves makes sure that his partner feels no fear, no anxiety, and no hesitation. He'll take the time to communicate openly, making sure that both partners are on the same page, that boundaries are respected, and that comfort is the priority. By ensuring that there is no rush, no hurry to get to the next phase, he allows the intimacy to unfold naturally, creating a space where both individuals can relax and simply enjoy being in the moment together. In these moments, he's keenly aware that intimacy is not a race. There's no rush to achieve anything. Instead, there's a calm, mutual understanding that the experience itself is the destination. This approach means he's actively working to make the space feel light, unburdened by expectations or pressures. It's about taking the time to laugh together, share something silly, or just sit in comfortable silence. When there is no underlying tension or fear, the act of love becomes more than just a physical exchange. It becomes a connection that nourishes both partners on a deeper level. He will also be mindful of the emotional needs of his partner, offering reassurance when needed and adjusting his actions based on how she is feeling. His tenderness, his patience, his gestures of kindness, each of these create an atmosphere of ease. The focus shifts away from self-satisfaction and onto the shared experience of closeness, understanding that true connection can only happen when both people feel safe and respected. By creating a safe and relaxed environment, a man ensures that his partner is not only physically present but emotionally available as well. It's this balance of trust and comfort that allows both partners to be vulnerable, to fully engage in the experience, and to share in something far more significant than a mere physical encounter. When a man is truly in love, he understands that intimacy isn't about rushing toward an end goal, but about savoring every moment, allowing the connection to grow naturally and deeply. Genuine love doesn't operate on a timeline or a sense of urgency. Instead, it embraces the slow unfolding of two souls coming together, each touch and movement meant to deepen the bond rather than expedite the experience. A man in love isn't looking to rush through anything. He's focused on creating a lasting, meaningful connection that goes beyond the physical act and into the realm of shared vulnerability and affection. This slower pace allows for more tenderness, more care, more attention to the nuances of the moment, a kiss that lingers longer than expected, a gentle caress that isn't rushed, and a deep, mindful breath shared between partners all speak volumes about his desire to truly experience the connection. It's in these moments, when time seems to stand still, that love flourishes. He takes the time to truly understand his partner's rhythm, to find the natural flow of their connection rather than forcing anything. The pace of intimacy reflects his respect for her, his awareness that something as precious as love deserves the space to evolve organically. The act of slowing down during intimacy is also an invitation for deeper exploration. There's a shared vulnerability in these slower moments that isn't possible when rushing through the experience. Each moment is given the attention it deserves, allowing both partners to fully absorb the emotional and physical sensations of being close to one another. This slow, deliberate pace allows them to explore what makes the other feel truly loved, to discover new ways to connect and to express feelings that words can't capture. It's also a reminder that intimacy is not just about the destination, but about the journey. A man who truly loves isn't concerned with finishing quickly or achieving a specific outcome. He's focused on the journey, ensuring that every moment is cherished. He knows that true connection isn't created by rushing. It's created through patience, presence, and mindfulness. In these slower moments, a man can show how deeply he values his partner, proving that love is more about the experience shared than any particular outcome. It's about showing up fully in each and every moment to create a meaningful bond that lasts. When a man is truly in love, communication during intimacy becomes a powerful tool that goes beyond just words. It's about creating an open, honest space where both partners feel heard and valued. He doesn't shy away from expressing his feelings, his desires, or his concerns, understanding that true intimacy thrives on transparency and vulnerability. In these moments, he's not just physically present, but emotionally available, eager to share and understand, not only in action, but in speech. His willingness to communicate freely is a sign of his deep connection, showing that he's invested in the emotional well-being of the relationship just as much as in the physical. This level of communication isn't limited to words spoken during the act itself, but extends to a deeper understanding of each other's needs, both physical and emotional. A man who genuinely loves you is keen to engage in meaningful conversation, whether it's about what feels good, what might need adjustment, or even about desires outside the realm of physicality. He listens carefully to what you express, both verbally and non-verbally, and he's open to discussing what makes each of you feel most connected and appreciated. It's this openness that fosters an environment of trust, where neither partner feels ashamed to share their true thoughts and emotions. Moreover, genuine love encourages an ongoing dialogue, not just during moments of intimacy, but outside of them as well. A man who loves you authentically is willing to talk about anything, whether it's concerns, fears, or simple expressions of gratitude. These conversations are not just for the moment. They are building blocks for a deeper emotional connection that will strengthen the bond over time. His openness sets a tone of emotional security, letting you know that your voice matters and that your thoughts and feelings are just as important as the physical connection you share. Even during intimate moments, when words aren't always necessary, communication takes on other forms, whether through a tender gaze, a soft touch, or a shared breath. These nonverbal cues communicate just as much as anything spoken aloud, and a man who is deeply in love will use them to further connect with you. He understands that intimacy isn't just about the physical experience, but about nurturing a shared emotional landscape where both partners can communicate their needs, desires, and emotions freely. It's this open, honest communication that sets the foundation for a relationship built on mutual respect, trust, and above all, love. When a man is deeply in love, he is unafraid to show his vulnerability, especially in intimate moments. True intimacy isn't about perfection or maintaining a facade. It's about peeling back the layers of oneself and allowing the other person to see the raw, unfiltered version of who they are. A man who loves genuinely understands that strength is not in concealing emotions, but in expressing them. This vulnerability creates an authentic connection that goes beyond the surface, fostering a deep sense of trust and understanding between both partners. In these moments, he is not trying to uphold any image of invulnerability or dominance. Instead, he allows himself to be open, sharing his emotions, fears, and desires in a way that invites closeness. His willingness to show his softer side, whether it's through an emotionally charged look, a whispered confession, or the simple way he holds you, speaks volumes about the depth of his affection. He knows that true connection comes from being seen, not as a perfect partner, but as a whole person with strengths, flaws, and everything in between. This emotional openness doesn't just benefit the relationship during moments of intimacy, but it extends far beyond the bedroom. It sets the tone for a relationship built on emotional honesty, where both partners feel safe to express their feelings without fear of judgment or rejection. He doesn't need to hide his tenderness or vulnerability because he trusts that his love will be met with understanding and care. This kind of emotional transparency fosters a bond that is not only physical but deeply emotional, allowing both partners to grow closer and more connected. A man who allows himself to be vulnerable doesn't view it as a weakness but as a way to strengthen the relationship. It takes courage to let down walls and share parts of yourself that you may have kept hidden, but he knows that by doing so, he invites a deeper kind of intimacy. He is giving his partner the opportunity to truly know him, to understand the depth of his love and affection, and to embrace both the light and dark aspects of who he is. This kind of vulnerability brings two people closer, forging a connection that is unshakable and full of trust, respect, and an unspoken understanding that the love shared is genuine and unconditional. In the end, the way love unfolds during intimate moments speaks volumes about the depth of connection between two people. When a man's love is genuine, it manifests in the quiet, thoughtful actions that prioritize emotional connection, attentiveness, and mutual respect. It's not about rushing toward an end or focusing on surface-level desires. It's about creating an environment where both partners feel safe, valued, and free to be their true selves. The pace slows down, allowing for vulnerability and open communication to thrive, while tenderness and care build a bridge that brings them closer. This is the kind of love that goes beyond mere physicality. It's a love that strengthens and deepens with every shared moment, every gentle touch, and every honest conversation. True intimacy isn't just about the act itself. It's about the connection that lives between the moments. The love that is nurtured in the spaces where both partners are seen and heard for who they truly are. It's in these moments of genuine connection that love becomes more than just a feeling. It becomes a shared experience, a mutual understanding, and a bond that can withstand the test of time. This is the power of love in its truest form, unfiltered, open, vulnerable, and deeply, profoundly real.